Okay, now the recipe is telling me to mix my cornstarch and sugar in a pan, which, as you can see, I got a lot of hand got things down all over the place. And then the pan's not turned on yet. Then I'm supposed to add my milk and lightly beaten eggs. So these are the eggs I saved from earlier. And I threw an extra one with white in there because it said to. So I just used my mini whisk to do those because they just want them slightly beaten. So that's slightly beaten. So there's the egg yolk. I'll scrape that in better later. And then I have to put in 2 2/3 cup of milk. Wait, yeah, 2 2/3. So here's 2 cups. And then I'll measure my 2/3. Which I'm guessing I'm gonna have in a steady hand. There's 2/3. I love how we can see the measurements in there. And it says to turn it on to simmer. And I'm gonna grab my whisk again that I had for the eggs to kind of stir it. Usually you don't put the eggs in right away. That's what kind of got me confused on this. But I'm following the recipe. So the milk, the eggs, the sugar, and the cornstarch are in there. So I have them on to simmer. It says whisk constantly and cook until cream starts to thicken. And then I remove it from the heat. Vanilla, which I put away. Okay, I'm just going to use the off-brand name because I don't want to ruin this. And I need to dig out my whisk. Here's my small whisk. There's my big one. We have the whisk set that's in our catalog. Well, maybe I'll use the big one for this. So I'm going to take this out, throw it in there, take out the red egg. And just keep whisking. I don't know how long this will take, so maybe I should just turn this off, because after this thickens, it says whisk and cook until it starts to thicken. Remove from heat, stir in the vanilla. And then after I do that, then I'm going to be putting it into a glass bowl. I'm putting saran wrap on the top like a pudding so it doesn't get that film. And refrigerate it while my cake is baking. So that gives you the gist there, because this is only on simmer and I you know, it's going to take a while. Hey, I'm back. I switched out on that wire whisk and I'm using our nylon coated whisk because it's been about 10 minutes and this is starting to thicken. And it's like, I don't think those eggs are going anywhere. And I decided just to go with this. And as you can tell, it sounds much better on my pan also. So it's not going to be long. This is going to be set up and ready to be taken off the heat, have the vanilla added to it, and be refrigerated to cool. Okay, I wanted you to see this real quick. Just in a few seconds, I turned the camera off. Look at that. So that is ready to take off the heat. And actually, I'm leaving it on the heat. Gonna throw my vanilla in there, and it says just a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons, but I'm using our Madagascar. Yeah, I had to grab one of my backup measuring spoons because I didn't take time to clean these. So I'm just stirring the vanilla in. You see that? My kitchen looks like a bomb went off. It usually does, but boy, this is really something today. I have cornstarch flung everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to back the camera up here so you can see me dump this in, how creamy that is. I think I should save some of that on there just in case. And I will get out my scraper because I don't want to miss any of this wonderful, tasty. Well, actually, I do. Probably shouldn't have used this. That's the bad thing about the bowl scraper, is you do get it all. So when you do get it all, you know what that means. There's none for you to lick. See? See my pan? Whoops. Sorry. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put plastic wrap on this and put it in the refrigerator and let it chill. Just showing you, I didn't have plastic wrap, but I had the other one that is, it sticks real good to bowls, but I don't know what's in that sticky stuff, so I flipped it and have it, the sticky part up here. So this is going into the bowl, or into the refrigerator to cool. Cake's still in the oven, says 12 minutes left, so I'll give you a peek at it when it comes out. Okay, you see the custard's kind of thick and sliding around there, so I'm just going to take my whisk and get it to smooth out a little bit. See how nice and smooth it's getting. I'm really amazed. I didn't think you could ever do a custard without, you know, with the eggs from the beginning. So I learned something new. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is just get my cake back over here and dump the frosting out like that, or the pudding I should say, and spatula to scrape the pudding, the custard, not the pudding, out and spread it over the cake. Then of course this will have to be refrigerated. Because I do want the pudding down over the sides. And then it'd be pretty to decorate with, or whipped cream I should say. Even more sliced bananas. Maybe put them in some lemon juice and like the lemon I did earlier. And to keep them from turning brown, and just make it a nice cake like that. But anyhow, I am impressed. If it's good, I'll make it again. If I had my little plastic, my one server there. So I am going to just cut the corner of this It won't be pretty because it's not the bar like she showed. But look at that. So it looks pretty good to me. Like I said, there's the extra custard, and I'll give it a try and I'll let you know.